Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. Losing sucks. That's it, man. Losing sucks. And this one last night, it was a heartbreaker as Tennessee falls to Georgia 44-41 in overtime. And you were in position to win that game. You were in position to win that football game as time expires. And it's easy to sit there and point fingers at Max Gilbert. It's easy to put all the blame on Max Gilbert. Look, he's been really good for Tennessee. That was his first opportunity to go out and win a football game. That was his first game winner or a game-tying field goal. He had an opportunity to win that thing. Look, he's been really good. Max Gilbert has been so good for Tennessee. That was his first miss of the season. He was 20 for 26 a year ago. 3 of his 6 misses came from beyond 50 yards. 2 more came between 40 and 49 yards. Max Gilbert's been pretty dang good for Tennessee, almost automatic at times, and it's not just on Max Gilbert. Tennessee just did not finish. You had multiple times to finish this game without Max Gilbert even stepping on the field. Looking back at it, the big one is the Josh Joseph sack fumble. Josh Joseph gets home, forces the fumble. Bryson Easton falls on it. Tennessee takes over in Georgia territory. You're getting the football on the Georgia 34. You're up 35-30, 8:21 left to go in the game. You got an opportunity. You got a chance here to make it a 2-score game. Sam Pendleton starts off the drive with a false start, and then you run the football 3 straight times. You take the field goal. I don't know what happened on the third down. It was 3rd and 8. They run it up the middle again. Josh Heupel absolutely irate about something on the sideline. Went back and rewatched that series this morning just to try to get a gauge on what happened. I'm still not sure what Josh Heupel was mad about. I don't know if it was a missed assignment. I don't know if he didn't like the play call. I'm not sure, but Max Gilbert bangs it home from 48 yards. It's an 8-point game, and really at that point, you're kind of worried, right? You're thinking in the back of your mind, I sure would like this to be a 2-score game. And I think if it is a 2-score game, you pick up a couple of first downs, you get in the end zone, I think that's a wrap. I think that's the ball game. Again, you had an opportunity to finish it with your offense on the field right there. And how does Georgia respond? You get the field goal, you're up 8. It's still a 2-score game. Well, they go 9 plays for 75 yards. Tennessee had chances on that drive to end it. Georgia converts a 3rd and long. Then they follow it up. They've got 4th and 6 from the Tennessee 28. Georgia once again goes after freshman corner Ty Redmond, one-on-one versus London Humphreys in the end zone. And credit where credit's due. You got to give credit to Gunnar Stockton. He throws an absolutely perfect ball there. Georgia converts the 2-point conversion. We're all square with 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in this game. With all that said, you still had a shot to win it at the end of regulation. A lot of guys made plays in those last 2 minutes. Joey Aguilar connects with Braylon Staley on a 3rd and 8. Star Thomas had runs of 9, 4, and 6. Deshaun Bishop had runs of 7 and 3. Miles Kitselman had a couple of catches on that last drive. And, I didn't like the end of the drive leading up to the missed field goal. You had 3rd and 5 from the Georgia 20. That's a 37-yard field goal. You got cute. You go shotgun. You try to let Joey center it up. You get a false start. Then it felt like after that false start, it really felt like Josh Heupel was scared. He was afraid. He was worried that there was going to be another miscue, that there was going to be a false start, that there was going to be a hold, there was going to be something. Man, be aggressive. Line it up. Run the football. Give it to Bishop. Give it to Star Thomas. Let them center it up. Let them pick up some yardage. I wish we would have been a little bit more aggressive at times. You still had 7 seconds on the clock. He says enough's enough. I'm not risking it. He sends out Max Gilbert. Max Gilbert pushes it to the right. Georgia wins in overtime. And you know what? I get it. People are mad. People are frustrated. People want somebody to blame. And it's okay. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be frustrated. But let me ask you a question. If you were in any way, shape, or form calling for a coach to be fired, calling for Josh Heupel to be fired, calling for Tim Banks to be fired, you just went toe-to-toe with one of the best teams in the SEC, how would you feel? What would your opinion of Josh Heupel be? What would your opinion of Tim Banks be had Max Gilbert knocked home that field goal and Tennessee wins as time expires, regardless of giving up 38 points? The Vols knock home the game-winning field goal. They win. The monkey's off the back. How would you feel based off of one play going our way versus Max Gilbert pushing it to the right? Again, Josh Heupel didn't coach perfect. Tim Banks did not coach perfect. But at the end of regulation, your team had an opportunity to win this football game. It just didn't go our way. Look, we've had a night to sleep on it. I'm not going to lie. The emotions are still there. This one still hurts. This one still stings. This is the day after. We're going to get into it. As always, I need you guys to do me a favor. Smash that thumbs up just below the video. It's quick. It's free. It's easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. If it's your first time here, welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We don't fake it. We don't pretend to be that. What we are is exactly what you are watching this channel. We're diehard, passionate, psychotic Tennessee fans. We talk Tennessee football every single day of the year. If you like it, subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. We're going to be live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's the fan call-in show. It's open to the public tonight. Anybody can come participate in that show. Be here 7 p.m. Eastern time. It's your show. You get to voice your opinions. And then tomorrow morning, Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time, Eric Kane of ballquest.com will be on the show for that morning show. So tune in for that. Tuesday night, 6:30. Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Friday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. Let's get into it. Let's talk about this Tennessee and Georgia game. I'm going to get the box score up on the screen there. You guys can take a look at the numbers. Very, very close across the board. Foul Ming pointed this out last night. Total yards, you're right on it. So evenly matched here. Georgia rushed the football for a little bit more. Tennessee threw the football for a little bit more. The turnover matchup was even. The one thing that stands out is penalties. Georgia penalized 5 times for 39 yards. Tennessee 10 times for 82 yards. And some of those penalties, man, came at horrible times for the Vols. But we go back and look at this football game. And it's kind of been history, right? Kind of been history for Josh Heupel against Kirby Smart. Start fast. But I thought Tennessee needed to start fast and keep this hostile crowd into the game. And that's exactly what they did. Kirby Smart won the toss. He wants to send his defense out there first. What does Tennessee do? They go right down the field, 8 plays, 75 yards. Joey Aguilar goes 5 for 5, 62 yards through the air. Completed passes to 3 different receivers. You saw a lot of play action. You saw some motion. You saw some misdirection. I thought Joey Halzle called up a dime of a game, not just in the opening drive when it's scripted, but throughout the course of the ball game. I like the way this offense looks. Hey, we've not scored more than 17 points against Kirby Smart, and we went out and scored 38 in regulation. I think this offense is clicking, and that's encouraging for me moving forward. I get it. Losing sucks. I don't want to lose to the Georgia Bulldogs. I hate the Georgia Bulldogs. But I can take away from some positives from this game, particularly on the offensive side of the ball. Georgia responds. They go right back down the field and score. But then Josh Heupel and this offense come back out. Joey Aguilar finds the deep ball, connects with Chris Brazzell. It's something that's been missing from this rivalry with Georgia. We got the 72-yard touchdown pass to Chris Brazzell. The defense goes out, forces a 3 and out. Here comes Joey in the offense again. 12 plays, 84 yards, another touchdown. Tennessee leads 21-7 early, and it felt like they had an opportunity to take care of business, but Georgia kept hanging around. How about Joey Aguilar in that first quarter? First SEC quarterback to go 14 of 14 or better in any quarter in the last 20 years. You're worried about quarterback play? We're worried about Nico hitting the portal. I think we have our quarterback. And if you're not encouraged about Joey Aguilar moving forward, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, it sucks losing. But I think Joey Aguilar is going to make some plays for this Tennessee offense. Again, scored first 3 times you had the football, 21-7 at the end of the first quarter. Explosive plays in the passing game. They have been missing against Georgia. You had 7 passing plays that went for over 15 yards, 5 passing plays that went for over 20 yards. The 72-yard touchdown to Brazzell, a 56-yard touchdown to Brazzell, and a 32-yard touchdown to Braylon Staley. Joey Aguilar finished the day 24 of 36, 371 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So, yeah, we can talk about it. He threw his first interception. It was a bad one. Basically worked out like a punt, though, right? Go back to the ETSU game, the one he chucked up to Mike Matthews. A lot of us said, hey, you can't do that in SEC play. He found out you cannot do that in SEC play. Basically worked out like a punt. Georgia didn't get any points off of it. The second interception, man, one of those fluke deals with football, right? Braylon Staley falls down coming out of his cut. It happens. I liked post-game. Joey Aguilar said he went up to Braylon and said, hey, don't worry about it. We're going to need you. Let's go play ball. Took that pressure off of Braylon Staley. It happens. He slipped. He fell down. Georgia defender just standing there waiting on the football. Chris Brazzell, 6 catches, 177 yards and 3 touchdowns. Braylon Staley finished today 9 catches, 97 yards and a touchdown. Mike Matthews added 5 catches for 59 yards. Tennessee only ran the football 34 times. for 125 yards. The only touchdown on the ground was early. Joey Aguilar in that designed quarterback power, which I like that play call, but I wish the run game, wish they would have been a little bit more involved in the run game. Maybe Josh Heupel didn't have the confidence to do that, and that's the way why the game plan looked the way that it looked. And again, it's hard for me to sit here and criticize Josh Heupel and Joey Halzle with the game plan when you went out and you scored 38 points. Again, you've not scored more than 17 on Kirby Smart since you arrived in Knoxville, so I thought they had overall a good game plan. Again, total offense, almost 500 yards. Tennessee had 496 yards of offense. Georgia had 502. This was a toe-to-toe heavyweight fight. Tennessee stepped in the ring. They went toe-to-toe. They lost the decision at the bell. How do you respond? How do you bounce back from this? How do you move forward from this? Look, let's talk about the defense. Last night, Coach Jay, very critical of the Tim Banks defense in the postgame show, and that's fair. Coach Jay knows way more about X's and O's than I'll ever know. I thought Tim Banks brought in a different game plan. I thought Tim Banks coached aggressively, and I think that was maybe some of Coach Jay's gripe was if you're going to coach aggressively, you need some safety help for the young freshman corner, Ty Redmond, and they picked on him early, and they picked on him often. But, you know, I love that there's no quit in this football team. And maybe that's cliche, and maybe that makes some people mad. Some people say, oh, moral victories. Here goes Boogie again with his moral victories. No, man, I'm just damn proud of this football team. That's it. They could have rolled over, and they could have quit. And I love this clip floating around the internet right now. That's Tyree West walking off the field after the game. You think you care? You think I care? You think we get emotionally invested? These kids put in the work, man. They put in the work during the spring. They put in the work during the summer. They put in the work during the fall. These kids put it all on the line last night against Georgia. And if you can't see the pain in Tyree West's face, then I don't know what to tell you. This team had every opportunity last night, every opportunity to quit. And I felt like Tennessee was physical early in this game. And then it felt like it started to fade. And some people talked about Neyland Stadium. The energy in Neyland Stadium started to come down. And it felt like the more the game played out, the more that Tennessee was going to roll over and die. You go in the locker room up 21-17. Georgia comes out to start the third quarter, the second half, and they punch you right in the mouth. They go 14 plays, 75 yards, get the touchdown, take the lead. They ran the football. They made a statement in that drive. They ran the football 13 times right down your throat. What does the offense do? They come out and they go 3 and out. And I will admit it, at that point in the game, at that time in the game, after Georgia ran it down our throat 13 times out of 14 plays, just said, you can't stop us. We're going to run it right down your throat, and there is nothing you can do about it. And then the offense comes out and goes 3 and out. I said, this game's over. It's done. I said, I've seen this movie before. There's no way Tennessee survives this. But after that 3 and out, what does Tennessee's defense do? They come out and respond with a 3 and out of their own. That's where Joey throws the pick. Braylon Staley falls down. Georgia takes over on the Tennessee 38. I said, all right, here we go again. It's over. What does this defense do? They stand strong. They hold Georgia to a field goal. 5 plays later, Joey Aguilar connects with Chris Brazzell, 56-yard touchdown. We're back on top, 28-27. This defense kept the football team in this game. And Coach Jay can break down the X's and O's, and he can say things that we could do to be better. And I love listening to Coach Jay get detailed, but I can look in the grand scheme of things. This defense made stops when they needed to make stops. This defense made plays when they needed to make plays. Now, did you get the win? No, you lost. But they gave the offense, they gave this football team a chance to win at the end of the game. Caleb Herring had himself a day. Man, I don't know how many snaps. I talked about this last night. Don't know how many snaps Bryson Easton and Don Bailey played. They played their hearts out last night. You're banged up. And I don't even want to mention injuries because then it becomes, oh, you're making excuses. No, I'm talking about the reality of the situation. Tennessee is banged up on defense. That's why Ty Redmond is out there, right? Jamal McCoy's out. Ricky Gibson's out. David Hobbs is out on the inside. Jackson Moy had to miss this game. You got to slide in Don Bailey to play on the inside, and it felt like I saw 20 and 90 on the field the entire game. Those guys played their hearts out. Josh Josephs had the sack fumble. You had 3 sacks on the day, 6 TFLs. Tyree West, again, seeing him walk off the field. He was in on 7 tackles. Eason in on 6 tackles. Don Bailey had 5 tackles and a sack. Caleb Herring, 4 tackles, a sack and a half, 2.5 tackles for loss. I get it, man. I get it. No more moral victories. Josh Heupel doesn't get moral victories. Josh Heupel is past moral victories. We are past moral victories. You expected to win this football game. But, man, I love this football team. I love these kids on this football team. I love this coaching staff. I think this team came together when Nico Iamaleava hit the portal. I think it brought them closer together. And I think the entire college football world doubted this football team. I think our own fan base doubted this football team. They know that. They see that. Colton Hood spoke on that after the Syracuse game. Everybody doubts this football team. They got punched in the mouth, and guess what? They responded. It wasn't enough. I go back to what Nick Saban told Kirby Smart. Sometimes losing a game early in the season is the best thing that can happen. How does this football team respond moving forward? You got UAB coming up on Saturday. That's a get-right game. Let's get right. Let's get focused. You go on the road after that to Mississippi State. Then you got a bye week. This team needs to get healthy. How do they learn from this loss? How do they grow from this loss? I get it. If you're mad, you're frustrated, you're upset. I'm excited. And I asked you guys in the chat, what was your preseason prediction and what is it tonight after seeing Tennessee lose to Georgia? And a lot of people added a win. They feel more confident about this football team. How do you feel? Put it in the comment section. As always, smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. I would appreciate it. Go check out the Talkin VAWLS merchandise, bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. That link's in the description below. If you like what we do, you want to support, hit the join button. You can become a member of this channel for $1 a month. We appreciate that support, but if not, just smash the thumbs up because it's quick, free, and easy. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.